So there is going to be a global recession in 2026. Simply put, with China coming in with lower industrial production on its private PMI rating dog, Purchasing Managers Index, showing a fall in Chinese industrial production, and the official PMI Purchasing Managers Index last week also showing a 8-month contraction in industrial production in China, that being the number 2 economy, and going over to the US, where you've got rising delinquencies, rising defaults, and late payments with layoffs in the higher sector of employment, then you will see a recession in the US. Remember, retail sales in the US make up 70% of overall GDP, with China contracting on its industrial production, even though export orders actually expanded but local demand dropped. That will impact overall global economies. Remember, it was China that saved the US and the West back in 2009 and 10, where the West would have gone into a significant recession as a result of the banking crisis. So you can't underestimate China being the number 2 economy. It's essential that China expands. Let's move over now to the US. So there is a risk of attitude beginning in December now, 1st of December, where Bitcoin has fallen $4,500 down to 86. Again, Bitcoin is a liquidity indicator. You follow Bitcoin and you can see where liquidity is going in financial markets. And when there is a risk of attitude, in other words, investors, traders will take money off the table and park it elsewhere, then that is showing that markets could go down. However, with the prospect of interest rates being cut in December, which I believe there's 100% chance that rates will be cut in December, that will provide some sort of support mechanism for financial markets. In addition to that, there will be significant money printing starting with the US pumping money into the banks, and all of that will refloat confidence and refloat financial markets. So I expect markets in 2025 at the end of this year to finish on a high. Where does that leave Bitcoin? Where does that leave gold? And where does that leave silver? Well, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, I think at these levels, it is a buy. 86 is pretty cheap. Could go down to 81 again and then bounce up from there. As regards gold and silver, which I've been seeing clearly now the whole year, in my opinion, they're going to continue moving higher.